Alien Romulus is a long-forgotten franchise by most fans set between the events of Ridley Scott's Alien and James Cameron Aliens. It focuses on a group of physically attractive young space colonists who explore an abandoned spaceship, not knowing what they are meeting is their death. Most people claim it is a horror genre, but that is an overstatement. There is nothing scary about this movie. It is entertaining, good story, characters, tension is off the charts. The most amazing strength of the movie is that any one of the main characters can die. No one is exempted. The aliens are terrifying and scary. Alvarez and Rodo Sayaguz were the writers of the movie. They delivered an amazing script. The writing was well written. All the characters in the film were consistent or with their actions. The plot was always progressing with each scene, and it was an overall good movie. The movie gives an overall prediction on the challenges that will happen in the lifetime of the audience. The audience that will follow the movie carefully have the necessary tips to deal with them. Movies have the power to foreshadow what is yet to come. Let me explain. The movie takes place in the year 2142, a colony called Jacksonster. We follow the main star of the movie, Rain. She wants to go to a different colony named Viaga 3. She also owns her brother called Andy, an android given to her by her father. She receives bad news that her contract will be extended, which delays her plans of leaving the colony. She has to also protect her brother, who keeps on getting bullied by everyone. That is the theme of his story arc. He's constantly getting talked down on or even bullied. Luckily, she is contacted by her ex, Tyler, who has the perfect solution for her problems. Like her, he also wants to leave the colony with his friends and family. He proposes a mission that will guarantee the objective be accomplished. Tyler needs Rain's brother because he is an android and has the ability to interface with the station's computers and release any logs they may encounter. Tyler explains to Rain that a spacecraft is coming close to the planet that is due to crash to its rings in around 36 hours. The spacecraft contains cryostasis chambers, which if salvaged will allow them to actually make a trip to Viaga 3. Rain gets her brother on board and they all fly to the spacecraft. The movie warns the audience on the dangers of not taking risks. The system sometimes helps people who break the rules. People who constantly obey the rules are the ones that suffer the most. They are the ones that are always complaining, upset, and plain angry. Initially, Rain worked by the rules. She worked diligently, but the system was rigged. It wanted to use her for a long period of time until she had no use. The film also encourages the audience to be friends with visionaries, being friends with people who think differently on a variety of topics from you. New inventive ideas can be generated. Rain was friends with Tyler, a different person from her. They were able to come up with different ideas because of their respective backgrounds. The movie warns on the dangers of having weak friends, friends that need to be saved every time. It is good to be friends with people who can actually help themselves. Andy is accompanied by Tyler and Brian, one of his friends who has massive hatred for androids. He keeps on antagonizing Andy, showing his hatred for him and his kind. Rain did not want to do this to his beloved brother, but she had no choice. Due to the boys' immaturity and lack of experience, they screw up, entering in dangerous sectors of the spacecraft, pressing buttons they shouldn't, mistakenly setting a bunch of aliens free. The attractive people seriously screw up big time. The amazing part of the movie is the struggle to survive between the crew members. Ray finds herself regretting on her decision to come to the spacecraft and worse, bringing her brother with her. She witnesses the death of her ex-brother. Everyone that she had ever loved are killed by the aliens. The movie shows her courageous and brave side, that she will not leave the people she loves behind. On occasions, she's prepared to put her life on the line to save people she'd just met a while ago. All of Tyler's friends are actually given compelling motivations on why they are risking their lives. The movie makes an effort to ensure that every character has a role to play. What I loved about the movie was that the aliens were aliens. There was no backstory to explain the aliens' decisions. Rain is the best thing about the movie. She actually pushes the story forward in every scene she is. She is not a passive character but an active one. The last scene of the movie encourages his audience not to accept defeat. Rain refuses to give up even though she is surrounded, outgunned, and does not have the strength of the many aliens. What she has is the hunger to survive. It encourages the audience to have the hunger to survive. The movie also warns the dangers of not listening to professionals. Tyler's friend refused to listen, and that mistake cost him his life as well as all the crew members that went to the spacecraft. Rain moves forward. She does not complain or wallow in self-pity, which makes the audience have more respect for her character. Sometimes it is impossible to fix mistakes that we commit. The audience are warned about the impacts of making mistakes in their respective lives, which is the main reason for Alien Romulus.